Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. Today we have two important news at 10 o'clock in 3 minutes. So I strongly advise you to hold your trades until the news out of the way, which it might going to take 3-4 minutes. So the market settle down which direction wants to go, and then we will start activating some trades. So please, normally we start at 10 o'clock. We need to hold our trades for 10 o'clock in news, and once the data out of the way, we wait a couple minutes to let the market settle which direction, and then we start cover where we can find the trades. At the meantime, I'll stay silent and turn off the microphone. Thank you. Okay, didn't seem like the market has an impact on the news. That's fine. We're glad. Uh, where are we in the market? The first things we do, where are we in the market? We covered this on Monday. If you are an Autotrader and you see you have one sell signal on the ES and one buy signal on the NASDAQ, there is confusion in the market, and the market is not synchronized, period. It doesn't matter what indicators you are using. It doesn't matter what kind of auto trade you are using. Here, the details, you know, and the devil. So the market wants to get up and wants to go to the long position. So here is your first breakout on the NASDAQ. Once we cross the 24,287, this is the first breakout. It can be take a trade when the bar close above. One concept in here for the ES, if the ES not able to break the 65.93, is gonna bring the NASDAQ down, because as you see from the market analyzer, they're not in sequence, so you gotta be careful how you are taking the trade. However, if the ES broke the 65.93, you have long position on both the ES and NASDAQ. So this is very good news. So in order for you to take a trade on the NASDAQ, you need to keep your eye on the ES, making sure able to break the 65.93. If the ES not able to break the 65.93, you're gonna have a problem with NASDAQ. Be careful, especially if you are auto traded. So this is the key right there in the market right now. Not your auto trade, not your indicator, whatever indicator you think you have a magic indicator, they're not gonna work. Right now, the key at the moment with the market is the 65.93.75. That's what we are looking for at this moment. So let's look at it. The NASDAQ is gonna break that resistance. I'm not concerned about it. But there is a second resistance here. We don't wanna get caught on the second resistance. We need to see the ES breaking the 65.93.75. And this is the magic number, not your magic auto trade, not your magic indicator. So that's where, if you notice, the NASDAQ is sitting on hold. He might break the first resistance, but he might get stuck on the second one if the ES not able to break the 65.93. So keep your eye on that number. This is the magic number for today to make money or not. You can see what's going on right now, why the NASDAQ is not moving, you see? And when the market not moving, you will not be making money. So we're still sitting on a standby to see the ES crossing this magic number. Now we are safe. Now we need the bar to close above this line on the ES, and now there is both of direction, ES, NASDAQ, long, long, long. You can take a long from here. We're out of the wood. We are out of trouble. Technically, it's tradable. Unless your auto trade, you're done. Will be nice to see the bar close above. A new signal ES, buy, and a new signal YM, buy. You have two signal buy. Very nice movement. We called it in time, and that's it. We're climbing to target one institutional number, profit taken, and then maybe it's a little bit hard to climb to the target 2 at this moment. We have a lot of resistance, and we have a resistance at 65.99. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Now we called perfect trade on the Nasdaq and ES, and the trade should be in order. Little pullback to confirm. The used to be resistant and now become support. Broke even on the Nasdaq, so we don't care what happened anymore on the Nasdaq. We do not have a short, we have a pullback re-entry, and we got stopped out on the break even. We do not have short, we have a pullback re-entry. The re-entry on the Nasdaq 24,273. We're not your financial advisor, do whatever you like. We have a re-entry right here Let's see if it's gonna hold. I don't know if somebody saw that today on the Nasdaq when I started this morning my computer. Look at this. I don't know if this from the data from the broker, but this is I thought there is something wrong for this, and I thought it's only one chart. It happened, I don't know if it's from the broker data or something happened. I was not on. No, let's see, it's the Nasdaq. Be careful you don't have a short on the Nasdaq yet. Look, you have it here around 916. Look at this wig. It looked like it dropped to 24,045 within seconds, went back. So I don't know if this a problem with the Nasdaq data or something happened. I don't know, but I'm glad I was not in the market. So we'll see. No trade on the Nasdaq, no trade on the ES. They broke the entry line, and there is no more trades on the ES and Nasdaq. Sorry to say that. The Nasdaq is coming into a lot of support. We don't know where it's going to project, and this one here, there is a lot of heavy mess on the ES. You only can auto trade the ES or trade the ES when it go below the 65.83. At this area here, you cannot trade it. Nasdaq, there is no trade, period, it's finished. If this one here, the re-entry couldn't hold, this means we're going to the short, and the short, there is a lot of problems on the way down, so you cannot trade the Nasdaq short. And it looked like the market excuse me, the market is turning around, but don't jump on a short trade. There is a possibility this market is gonna go back long again. We are in the middle of the road between going long and short, and you should not be taking any trade. Please be careful. Today is a Friday. Don't let the market ruin your weekend. So that's what they did. They knocked everybody out of the trade, and then they went up again. Typical. Be careful. They are a profit taken on target one, 24,316, and usually by 11 o'clock plus minus we should be hitting target two. So be careful with that. And the profit taken, the re-entry on the Nasdaq is 24,287. If the ES able to break that problem we have from this morning, 65,000, 6,592. If we are able to cross it, that means we can be climbing to target one institutional number. But at this moment, this number here is not able, we're not able to break that number. It's coming, the Nasdaq to target one. There is not any good trade on the ES. Why I'm short, but there is no good entries on the ES. I'm sorry to say that. you still do not have a trade on the ES. The ES is jammed all morning, resistant 65.94 and a support around 65.90. Still there is no trade on the ES. Yesterday the ES was wonderful. We stopped at the target 1 on the Nasdaq, profit taken, but most likely if the ES not able to break the 65.94, we're not gonna hit target 2 because there is a lot of resistance. So the ES, whether you are auto trading, manual trading, there is no hope for the ES, period. You know, this is funny talking about the ES. My scalpers did not take any trade on the ES. We still on 000. Look at this. We still, whether you are using 2 minutes, 3 minutes, the scalper had one small trade break even, and there is no trade on the scalper all morning. Even the 5 minutes has no trade. Those are the scalper, they are still on 000. You can see the profit 0. There is no trade on the ES. So this is something, you know, to be away from the trades on the ES. That's amazing that we did not take any trades. Now the Nasdaq is climbing to this final target for this morning. Is 24,343. I doubt it because they are triple resistant and the ES is not in sequence movement with the Nasdaq. Only if this ES cross those triple resistant, we're able to climb to the target 2. So keep your eye on it if you're trading. Thank you. That's exactly what we were scared of, to be rejected from the three resistance in here. All the fundamental, everything looks very good to go to the upside. But what is really dragging the Nasdaq, slowing the Nasdaq, is the ES. So you can see how the impact the ES on the Nasdaq, whether you trade the ES or not. So it seems like it's gonna break it, and the ES is fixing finally to break that levels here. So we are going to hit the target 2, and the market analyzer trade said to take a profit at 24,357 and call it off for today, which is precisely online. Is 10:52 right now, as we said. Around 11 o'clock plus minus, we should be hitting target 2. We still have 7 minutes away to hit the target 2. So it's around 11 o'clock plus minus 10 minutes. So it seems like we are online. If the Nasdaq pulled back, the re-entry is 24,312. The ES, there is no trade. Sorry, there is no trades on the ES. We would like to see the ES crossing those triple resistance, and we still 7 minutes away to hit the target 2. Probably we are going to hit it, and it is the end of it for the morning session. So we'll see what happens. Look, the ES is trying to break, and the minute he breaks, Nasdaq will hit the target 2. They work very fine together. Here it is. Finally. And the Nasdaq hit target 2 at 10:53. We said around 11 o'clock. Here it is. Here it is. It came in at 10:54, and now the ES start picking up, and the market analyzer estimation. This is the institutional number, and the last target usually is in the afternoon. Sometimes we hit it in the morning. There are only 3 targets. There is no more. This one normally for the afternoon, but if the ES keep climbing, we probably will hit the target 3. We'll see. Most likely we will stop at 24,366, but if the ES able to break this last resistance, well, we'll see. The target one on the ES is 6,605, and now it's 10:55. So we still have 5 minutes to hit the target. Usually plus minus 10 minutes, but we'll see. After we hit the target 2 on the Nasdaq, profit taken, and there is nothing left for the morning session. It could be in the afternoon. On the ES, we still do not have long or short. There is no trade, despite the indication saying long is not going anywhere. The buyers over the sellers, the market analyzer in the green, but it's not going anywhere. And now you can see it's a flashing sellers or profit taken by 11 o'clock is finished. The Nasdaq might struggle on a re-entry level. This is the re-entry level right there with the yellow number. But if the ES keep going down, it's gonna drag the Nasdaq with him, and it's gonna be deep drop. Your first support is going to be 24,303. It's sitting right here on the idle. This is the re-entry point long, but there is no long, because if this ES sink below the 65.93, it's gonna drag the Nasdaq with him as we speak. It's dragging the Nasdaq with him. So don't waste your time. When the market don't want to give you money, the market don't want to give you money. Even on the scalper, we were not. Right now, the scalpers start kicking in and taking a trade. And what they did, they reversed the market. And on the scalper, this is the first trade on the ES as we speak right now. This is the first trade. And right now it's 11 o'clock. And it's been on the scalper for an hour and a half. I started around 9:30 today, and here is the first trade on the ES. And look how the scalper took it from the top, because it's a reversal, and it is a perfect one, and it come in, and now we are stuck on that support area. This is the re-entry. So the market is very messy. You have to guess, and when you are guessing what direction the market is going, you are already in trouble. So be careful, guys, and we wish you really a very nice weekend. Bye for now.